Hi guys, welcome back. Today is 27 of the book Advent birthday calendar thingamabobby, like I like to call it. Again, my cousin Terry from Generically Yours set this up for me, so make sure you check the description box for links to her channel and all that fun stuff down there. Okay, so day 27, we are more than halfway through it. Kind of thick. I'm trying to pray that it's not too bad. And I'm going to actually show my cameraman it first, and let's see if there's anything. I gotta see where to open it first before I start. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be one of those ones that I rip little by little, isn't it? Okay, I have a table here. Alright. It's upside down. Horns, Love Hurts Like Hell, a novel by Joe Hill. I vaguely remember, because it does say that it was a motion picture. I think I remember the picture being advertised, like the movie I should say. So this could be kind of interesting. I'm not going to read the back right now, but okay. Let's see what I think. Horns, written by Joe Hill. An interesting fact, if you don't know, Joe Hill is actually the son to Stephen King. And just a little side note, I do plan on showing some Stephen King books I was recently gifted from a relative. There's quite a few of them. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified, because those videos, because there's a lot, will be shared later this year. So going off of this book, I first want to say that for this book cover, it's showing Daniel Radcliffe because he was in the movie for Horns. And I just want to make sure how well you can see it in this frame of his face. Can you see it pretty well? So like, he is in the movie. I think he did a great job. My kid and I watched the movie after I read this book. There were definitely differences between the book and the movie, as there typically seems to be a lot of times when books are adapted to movie. Can't talk today. So this was about 400 and almost 50 pages to read, again, for this edition. And it surprisingly didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to, because as I always mentioned, the pace was pretty good, and the story was actually really interesting. Ignatius is the main character's name. He goes by Ig. He wakes up one morning with horns on his head, and all during this past year, I think it's about a year, now I'm not sure if it's been a year, but his girlfriend had passed away, and the town thinks he did it, because he was one of the last ones to see her, supposedly. So the town all thinks he's guilty. He never got charged with it, so he kind of lives in this, like, outcast kind of vibe in the town that he's in. And again, one day he wakes up with these horns on his head, and he starts kind of trying to figure out more of like what happened to his girlfriend named Marion. I hope I'm saying that right. And it becomes this crazy kind of storyline. There's a friend of his named Lee that's really important to the story. He has a brother named Terry. Ignatius has a brother named Terry. He's important to the story, and they all are kind of intertwined as you read through the story. And I thought it was very interesting, and I want to read the back because I just like the back cover a little bit, just to kind of give a little more blurb. Marion Williams is dead, slaughtered under the inexplicable circumstances, leaving her beloved boyfriend Ignatius Paris as the only suspect, like I said. On the first anniversary of Marion's murder, Ig spends the night drunk and doing awful things. When he wakes up the next morning, he has a thunderous hangover and horns growing from his temples. Ig possesses a terrible new power to go with his terrible new look, a gift he intends to use to find the monster who killed his one true love. Being good and praying for the best got him nowhere. Now it's time for revenge. It's time the devil had its due. So you definitely get to see this, just that, I don't want to say spiral, but just this like storyline of him trying to come to terms with these new horns and like somewhat new powers he's got, as he's trying to piece together what actually happened to his girlfriend. And we do see other people's like points of views a little bit, not a huge, but you see a little bit of point of view from Lee, which wasn't addressed in the movie, which is kind of important. So if you've seen the movie, read the book, because I think you'll like the book a lot better. And even though Daniel Radcliffe did a great job, I really like him as an actor. He has done such a wide range of things in his career, from Harry Potter on. If you haven't seen him in Miracle Workers, check out that show as well. So I would say, like, again, this is a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting that it was written by Stephen King's son. Given the stuff Stephen King writes, you're not too surprised to see this. But I do like, too, that he went by Joe Hill, kind of trying to separate himself a little bit from his dad, which was kind of nice. So it wasn't, but I mean, the whole story centers mainly on Marion. on Terry, the brother, on Lee, the friend. Is he really a friend? And obviously on the main character. So I think this would be something that would be great to read around the Halloween, if you can find it. And definitely find it, because, like I said, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely enjoyed it. Some stuff I saw coming, some stuff I didn't, and that's always a good thing as well. Especially the way he uses his powers on a couple cops was a little funny. So, that's all I have to say about this book. As always, check out the description box and follow any of us, or follow Terry or me on our social media. Check out Terry's YouTube channel. I know that she would appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of future videos, and help me grow this channel to hopefully over 1,000 subscribers in a year's time. I would love that. And have a great day, everyone.